guys, what's up? This is the second part of the new limited time only booster box, and this time we will be covering the super rares. In terms of these super rares, these include Soul Release is a normal spell card that says target up to 5 cards in any graveyard, banish them. This can get rid of some of your opponent's stronger monsters that they have sent intentionally to the graveyard in order for them to usually bring them back. High Galloping Gaia the Dragon Champion is a Wind Dragon Fusion level 7 with 2600 attack and 2100 defense, and requires one Gaia the Fierce Knight monster and a Dragon type monster. Its effect is this card's name becomes Gaia the Dragon Champion while it is on the field. If this card is special summoned, you can add one Spiral Spear Strike from your deck or graveyard to your hand. When this card declares an attack on an opponent's monster, you can change the battle position of that opponent's monster. This card can bring out a Spiral Spear Strike, which can let you draw 2 cards and then discard a card. This can also alter the battle mode of an opponent's monster that it attacks, so you can cause more damage. Curse of Dragonfire is a Dark Dragon level 5 with 2000 attack and 1500 defense, and its effect is, if this card is normal or special summoned, you can target one field spell card on the field, destroy it. Once per turn, you can fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck, using monsters you control as fusion materials, including this card. This can get rid of an opponent's field spell, and can fusion summon the previous card mentioned without polymerization. Berlineth, the Firestorm Battle, is a Fire Pyro level 3 with 800 attack and 1000 defense, and its effect is, you can discard one card, special summon this card from your hand. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn. If this card is tributed for a tribute summon, you can look at your opponent's hand and banish one card from their hand until the end phase. You can only use each effect of Berlineth, the Firestorm Vassal, once per turn. This card can special summon itself and can temporarily get rid of a card from your opponent's hand. This works best on cards such as Spear Karibo to stop their effect from working. By Order of the Emperor is a continuous trap card that says when a monster effect is activated, that activates when a monster is normal summoned. You can negate the activation, then the player whose effect activation was negated draws one card. This can stop a normal summoning effect from working, but rewards them with an additional draw. This can be a double-edged sword, as you may stop an effect, but they can draw into something better. Gigantic Cephalotus is an Earth Plant level 4 with 1850 attack and 700 defense, and its effect is, this card gains 200 attack each time a plant type monster is sent from the field to the graveyard. This card can boost itself, however you will need to ensure your opponent's monsters are made plant types to encourage your opponent to attack into your other plant type monsters. Double Cyclone is a quick play spell card that says target one spell or trap card you control and one spell or trap card your opponent controls, destroy them. This card can get rid of one of your opponent's back row cards and can help if you have a card that activates when it is destroyed. Different Dimension Master is a light spellcaster level 5 with 1700 attack and 1500 defense, and its effect is, once per turn, you can discard one spell card to special summon one of your removed from play monsters. This can bring back one of your banished monsters, however it depends on you having a spell card in your hand. Order to Charge is a quick play spell card that says, select one face-up normal monster, except a token, on your side of the field when you activate this card. When this card resolves, tribute the selected normal monster and destroy one monster on your opponent's side of the field. This card is able to get rid of an opponent's normal monster, best used when they are attacking on your opponent's turn. Card of Greed is a continuous spell card that says, each time you draw a card for your normal draw, in your draw phase, place one greed counter on this card. You can send this card with 2 or more greed counters to the graveyard, draw 2 cards. This is able to let you draw 2 cards, however the issue is it takes a couple of turns before you can use it and your opponent can destroy it before you have the potential to use it. Wonder Balloon is a continuous spell card that says, once per turn you can send any number of cards from your hand to the graveyard. Place one balloon counter on this card for each card sent to the graveyard. All monsters your opponent controls lose 300 attack for each balloon counter on this card. This can continue to weaken your opponent's monster, but it requires you to discard, which can disadvantage you, as your opponent can remove this, and there is a better stat reducer already in the game in the form of Pum Princess, as that reduces their stats by 100 per turn, including your opponent's, building up the stat reduction much quicker with no discard cost involved. Magician's Circle is a normal trap card that says when a spellcaster type monster declares an attack, each player special summons one spellcaster type monster with 2000 or less attack from their deck in attack position. This is useful in a spellcaster style deck to bring out Dark Magician Girl. Sergeant Electro is a fire machine level 4 with 1600 attack and 1300 defense, and its effect is, once per turn, you can target one set card in your opponent's spell and trap zone. While this card is face up on the field, its targets cannot be activated. This can stop your opponent from activating a back row card, some of which are battle reliant, and so can be stopped from working as long as you have this on the field. Who is a continuous trap card that says activate by selecting 2 set spell or trap cards on the field. The selected spell or trap cards cannot be activated. This can stop 2 of your opponent's back row, but they can still respond by activating them, making it sometimes quite useless, as well as filling up one of your back row spaces. Wild Tornado is a normal trap card that says select one face-up card in the spell and trap card zones and destroy it. The controller of the destroyed card can then set one spell or trap card from their hand. If this set card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, select and destroy one face-up card on the field. This is able to get rid of a face-up back row card, or can respond to it if this is destroyed by getting rid of a face-up card. Monster Reincarnation is a normal spell card that says discard one card, then target one monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. This is good if you have no monsters in your hand and you have an empty field. Double Summon is a normal spell card that says you can conduct 2 normal summons or sets this turn, not just one. This lets you either tribute summon in the turn or to have 2 monsters on your field. Destructo Tron is an Earth Psychic level 4 with 1600 attack and 400 defense, and its effect is, during the end phase, if this card is the only Psychic type monster you control, destroy it. You can pay 1000 life points, then target one set spell or trap card your opponent controls, destroy that target. This can get rid of a back row card, but your opponent is still able to respond to this destruction. Also, if it is on the field by itself, it self-destructs anyway. Red Eye's Zombie Dragon is a dark zombie level 7 with 2400 attack and 2000 defense, and its effect is, you can tribute summon this card in face-up attack position by tributing one zombie-type monster. When this card destroys a zombie-type monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can special summon that monster to your side of the field. This can get rid of a zombie monster and works with the field spell Zombie World to steal your opponent's monster and use it as though it's your own. Super Rush Recklessly is a normal trap card that says target one beast-type monster you control and one monster your opponent controls. Destroy the first target, and if you do, shuffle the second target into the deck. This is able to return a monster to the deck and can trigger the effect of Green Baboon that brings itself to the field by getting rid of 1000 life points. It gets rid of a threat and makes it difficult for them to bring back the monster, since it is stuck going back to the deck. Ninja Grandmaster Suzuki is a light warrior level 4 with 1800 attack and 1000 defense, and its effect is, at the start of the damage step, if this card attacks a face-up defense position monster, destroy that monster. This can get rid of a powerful defensive monster. This card is Spell Power Grasp. This is a normal spell card that says target one face-up card on the field that you can place a spell counter on, place one spell counter on that target, then you can add one Spell Power Grasp from your deck to your hand. You can only activate one Spell Power Grasp per turn. This adds a spell counter to a card that can use it, as well as search for another copy of this card, adding to spell counter consistency. What do you think of the super rares? Is there anything you wanted from this list that was difficult to obtain? And which decks will you be making with them? Leave your comments down below, like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and as always, thank you for taking the time to watch this.
Oh no.